Level car! Fatality! Let's go! Down in Leicester, there's a legend of the throne. 25 years of steel, now he's putting on a show. Step into the GRANBOARD, aiming for the glow. Soft tip assassin, yeah, he's letting arrows flow. It's a fatality. We are standing bloody proud. Grab a pine and step aside. He step into the line. If you play the ruthless one, you're running out of time. Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. On the stream, keeping darts alive. Spin the wheel of mayhem, let the madness begin. He's gonna scream, finish him, and take the bloody win. From the UK to the world, strictly internet. If you match up with the maestro, it's a game you won't forget. A game you won't forget. Triple 20 bullseye, he's wiping out the floor. Leaving you wanting more. It's a fatality Friday. We are standing bloody proud. Grab a pint and step aside. Step into the line. If you play the ruthless one, you're running out of time. Finish him. Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. Craig Lavoca's on the stream, keeping darts alive.
Flawless victory.
Oh, welcome to the games where the ruthless survive. Craig Lavoca's on the stream, keeping darts alive. Spin the wheel of mayhem, let the madness begin. He's gonna scream, finish him, and take the bloody win. Lavoca! Fatality! Lavoca! Fatality! Game shot! And the match!
No one does? Is that what you
No.
said?
Yeah, no one likes that dark chocolate
Right.
shit.
We're live. We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fatality Games live studio chat. One more Sunday in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined here with my co-hosts, Stephen Parks, John Peters, and the lovely Sandy Flamino Parks. How you doing, Sandy?
I'm good. How are you, Craig?
Not
Now
too
that-
bad. Not too bad. A little bit tired today. Feeling a bit coarse. Another Saturday's gone. Another tournament's out of the way with Stephen Parks.
Yeah, I was going to say you shouldn't have stayed up late last.
We shouldn't have either after our piss poor performance. Nah, to be fair, it was all right. We took third, right? I believe.
Yes, we did.
3 out of 4 ain't bad. But we have a very special guest for you guys this evening. Her name is Valerie Malott Bragg. I hope I'm saying that name correctly.
Correct.
When you get a chance, Parks, if you can get her on the line, and we'll start off this studio chat.
Calling her now.
Hello.
Hi, Val.
How are you? Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Val.
Good afternoon, Val. Thank you for joining the Fatality Games live studio chat. It means a lot for us for you taking the time out of your day to come and join us. How are you
I
doing today?
appreciate you guys asking.
Hey, not a problem at all. So, how are you doing, Val?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Yeah, please ignore the voice today. I don't always sound this harsh. I stayed up late last night with Parks playing some darts and not doing too well. So,
Oh,
I mean, if you've teamed with Stephen before, you guys all know the score by now, right?
very well. Very well. Right, Don?
Yep. Sore back, sore throat, headache.
I'll kick off the chat with by asking you, Val, for anyone who's unaware of who you are and what you do, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
So I live about 60 miles south of Montreal in upstate New York. I've been playing darts for just over 30 years. I started playing probably more than 40 years ago with my brother. He got very good. I did not. He kicked me off his team. And 8 years later, I went back to playing. So,
Older brother,
um, younger.
younger brother. Oh, I wouldn't
Yes.
take that. I would not have taken that.
Well, my parents said that they sent my brother and I to college so we could get the bar sports all taken care of. He was a pool and dart player, so and started playing like for fun. My son was with his dad half of the week, so I started playing in a league and got better, got pretty competitive, and was what's the was honored enough to get some sponsorships and to help me travel, and the rest is kind of history.
Awesome, awesome. Sounds good. 30 years of darts, that's no joke. So is it predominantly soft tip that you play, or do you do a lot of steel tip, or is it a mix of both?
It's prominently soft tip. We don't. I live in a college town, so we don't have a lot of steel tip boards. Just because there's a lot of college kids out and about, and they don't like to give them sharp, pointy things.
That makes sense.
Um, but I do play steel occasionally. One of my dart partners and best friends lives in Vermont. He's one of my regular mixed doubles and mixed triples partner, and they don't have any soft tip in upstate Vermont. It's all steel. So I traveled over there to play in a mixed doubles league with him last year, um, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, but having to take the ferry, because it's a ferry between New York and Vermont, back and forth, ran up some tabs, and it was also about an hour drive. So
Sounds incredibly expensive.
yes.
Was it worth the time though? Did you have fun?
Yeah, we won the division and took first in the playoffs. So
Oh, there you go. There you go.
yeah,
Chump change in the end.
yeah, it was pretty good. It
Travel wise, I
was.
meant, not for the
Yes,
darts.
I was the ringer from New York, is what they all said, because I was the only one who traveled from New York. So
That's great. Well, listen, guys, Val is our special guest on the studio chat today. We have her for a good time, not a long time. So if anybody does have any questions for her in the chat, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube, just drop a message in there. We'll ask away. Keep it clean. All right. I can see you watching Paul Rogers, so keep it clean. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Paul. I'm kidding. Hope everyone's doing great. Stephen, I'm going to let you take the reins on this one just for the next few minutes while I sort some things out with the stream. I just want to make sure everything's running smoothly.
So, Val, you've been playing a little over 30 years, and I think I've known you the most part of that. But what
yep.
what is some of the greatest accomplishments you've had in the game of darts?
So probably being invited to the Bullshooter Invitational the last 3 years due to my performance at regionals and or at Worlds. Um, I took second in doubles cricket uh, with Candy Millhouse a few years back. That's probably my biggest accomplishment um, in Chicago. It's no joke. It's no joke when you get out there. When you play in a smaller area and you're one of the better uh, shots in that area, you're a big fish in a little pond, and then you go to the big pond and you're not so big a fish anymore. So, but probably my biggest accomplishment is I've been playing League for 30 years, and for 20 plus years, I've carried the highest average in our league for a female.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's no joke. That is. You should be very proud of that.
What
I'm
what
pretty
what
proud of that. Yes.
what are some of your favorite tournaments to go and participate in, Val?
So I love Myrtle Beach. It's just starting to get to be yucky weather here in New York in November, and it's nice to be able to go to the beach and wear shorts and
Yeah, time for a trip down
um
south.
yes, yep. This will be my fourth trip to Myrtle to play darts. So that's one of my favorite ones. I also really enjoy the Batavia tournament here in New York. Um, it's a lot of fun. Get to see a lot of people. It's on the western side of New York, so we draw a lot of people from PA and Ohio and Michigan because it's like right there. I was fortunate enough to qualify to go to the Booyah Cup this year. That was a wonderful event. Jeremy Bynes does a wonderful job with that event. And the talent in that room is insane. So I'd say those are some of my favorites. And I do a lot of local blind draws actually. We did a benefit for my friend Lauren yesterday. He qualified to go to the WDF or WDF in Vegas next month. So we did a benefit to help him out because he really found out quite late in the game. So that was a lot of fun. And I actually drew him and we took first. So that was good too.
So, couple of things here in the chat. Jay Felix says, "How do you have 30 years in and you only look 29?"
Oh, nice. Who was that? Tell him I love him already.
That was
And,
Jay Felix, also known as Cause Light on the GRANBOARD.
and,
Well, tell him I
He's a lady
said thank
killer.
you very much.
and,
I have a 32-year-old kid, so unfortunately not 29 anymore.
and Paul Rogers wants to know who you like more, me or Johnny Lee.
Wow, that's a bad one.
That's an easy
Johnny, if
one.
you're watching,
Johnny
it
Lee.
will always be you.
I was gonna say Peters. I was just gonna say.
Easy one. Johnny Lee is way cooler than Stephen Parks.
Uh,
So
yeah.
just going back to what you said a minute ago, Val. You said the magic word. My ears pricked up for a second there. You said that you've been to the Myrtle Beach Bull Shooter how many times?
4.
And
Well,
will
this
you be,
1, 2, 3. This will be my 4th time.
so you are planning on going this November?
Oh yes, yep.
Because well, that'll be great because hopefully we will get to meet you in person then. Because me, Parks, and Peter should be heading down to Myrtle Beach in early November to participate
Oh,
in that as
nice.
well. So
Hey,
Yeah,
that'll be fun for me.
Greg,
I hear they're changing the location this year.
it's at the Landmark Resort, the same place that they have the Ghost
Close
of.
on the coast.
Okay. Well, I've never been, so it'll
Mhm.
just be the location for me.
And
Yeah.
I up to Myrtle Beach, not down.
You've got to go up to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How's your
Semantics.
timeshare looking?
We're doing well.
Okay. I don't know how much of that you want to talk about on air, but we can talk about that afterwards if you want.
Free place to stay.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not taking it too seriously because I know that my ability isn't quite there. Certainly not my consistency anyway. But for me, it'll be an experience. It'll be the first bull shooter that I've ever had a chance to be a part of, and I get to hook up with some friends again for the
Well,
third time in like 12 months, 14 months or something.
it's last year they made a lot of changes. And I'm not even gonna say like I pro and con, I really don't have either, just changes. And now it's more levels than male and female, like I have been in the past. So I mean, there are good things about that, and then there are, bad things. For me, I think the biggest downfall of it is that was where I could find my best girl, go play darts, and with levels, it doesn't have to be left to a female. I could play with a guy if I wanted to,
Sure.
so But
Although I
it's not,
guess,
it's definitely not a bad change by any means.
yeah, I guess
Just
on the
different.
silver lining on that, if you want to flip the script, I think darts is probably one of the only sports where you could go male and female, going dart for dart with each other. You know, it's
Oh,
not like a
absolutely.
UFC fight where you've got some 300-pound bloke going against 165-pound woman and
Right,
expecting her
exactly.
to beat up on him.
And I've played level darts before. I went to Vegas twice, when we were NDA sanctioned. So I played with my husband out there. So, I mean, I've played in a level field, men and women. I do a lot of local blind draws and run a lot of tournaments here as well. And that's always men and women too. You do a blind draw and it's not gender based. So
No, I see, I see. Oh, so you host a lot of tournaments yourself as well, then?
yes, yeah, actually, I'm an admin for Prodigy Darts. We started the brand. My friend Jason started the brand probably 3 years ago. So we do a lot of local, pickup tournaments. Not necessarily just darts. We have a really fun event that's happening at the end of July. It's a 2-day event. Darts on Friday night, cornhole Saturday afternoon, horseshoe Saturday night.
Nice. So
Person with the most points wins the MVP for the weekend. So
my question to you is, at what point did you realize that darts was starting to take over your life?
as soon as I got sponsored, um, I love the aspect of being sponsored. I love the fact that people have that kind of faith in me. But there was an aspect of it that changed it to more of a job than a hobby, or it felt like work. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
No, no. Honestly, I fully understand where you're coming from. When I started doing the start stream, for me, it was always just for fun and a laugh. As
Hmm.
I've progressed and it's kind of cliche, but kind of climbed the ladder, so to speak,
Right.
in the dart streaming world, it can become more of a job. It doesn't pay very well. Don't get me wrong. I wish it paid fantastic, but I still do it
Right.
for the love of it. But I know what you're saying. Once you get things like sponsorships and you feel like you have to um, produce more for the people, for your sponsors,
Yes,
X,
you
Y,
have to
Z.
bring your. I mean, and don't get me wrong. The I was one of those players who I've always been incredibly competitive, but I was one of those players who didn't really practice a lot. I played league. I was and I've always been a decent tournament shooter. So I'm one of those people who I don't spend hours before an event playing. I'll maybe play a game with a friend. I prefer that aspect because then I have to think about it instead of just throwing at the board. Um, but I'm one of those players that if I shoot well in warm up, I'm afraid I'm not going to carry it into the event. And if I shoot shitty in warm up, excuse my language,
I know that's all right.
if I shoot bad in warm up, I'm afraid that I'm going to carry it into the event. So, I don't like to throw. I usually throw, 6, 9, 12 darts and I go from there. So,
I mean, I guess it varies from person to person. Whether some people can practice for an hour and a half before they start feeling
mhm.
it. Some people can just pick up and throw straight away. I envy those people. I'll be honest, because that's just not me. Um,
I wouldn't say my first game is always stellar.
right? Yeah, it
I
does.
mean, I do need the practice. It's just I'm not a big just throw at the board kind of person. There's
Yeah.
got to be
As a rule of
some
thumb, you do
sort
need a
of
bit of a warm up, right?
right. Yeah.
But again, with myself and the stream, I wish that I did more practicing before I go live, because when you do a live stream, especially in the Grandboard world, the killers come out to play.
Oh
They
yeah.
do, yeah. And so I'll hit the
Haters
live
gonna
stream and
hate.
I'll lose my first 4 or 5 medleys straight, and I'm like, why did I even bother hitting record? Like, this is embarrassing, even for my low standards.
Oh
So,
yeah, most definitely.
uh, Money Mark McFadden said you're a beast.
Aw,
Welcome in, Mark.
thank you, Mark. So are you.
And Light Darts wants to know what's your choice of drink while throwing, and do you prefer double out or master out?
Um, I wouldn't say I prefer double or master over each other. I prefer one of those other than single out. Does that sound better? I mean, I don't mind the master out, but I am not a fan of single out. I do not feel like there should be single out in any kind of O1 event. Typically, I am a Dr. Mint McGillicuddy's girl. That's what I kick off with. And usually I'm a Mick Ultra girl, but I don't know if you tried them, but the Good Boys, oh, those are really tasty. They're like a canned vodka drink.
You'll have to see if you can find me some when we head over to Myrtle Beach in November.
Absolutely.
I'm up for
Absolutely.
I'm up
Brian's
for almost
driving. I'll
anything.
make him bring them.
Well, it's interesting you say about the master out double out rule. I don't see too many differences when I play double out. If it's not split ball, so if it's fat
Right.
ball and double out, 90% of the time I'm going to aim to finish on a bullseye anyway. I don't know how
Well,
you
me
guys
too.
feel about that.
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's very rare that I go for a trip 16 out or something like that. So I always tend to treat it the same mentally in my head. Just wanted to know what you
Right.
guys thought about that as well.
Um, so currently, my youngest son is going to be 22 in July. He just started playing with me, and we kind of fell into a remote doubles league that is probably a little over our head, seeing I mean, he's played on the GRANBOARD for a few years, but first time in league, in our area, you have to be 21 to play league because they all happen in bars.
Yeah.
And so little over our head, and he's been doing really well. His first night, he hit a ton 80 in league. I think it took me like
Nice.
10 years to hit a ton 80. But we play double in, double out, split bull.
Yeah.
It's a cricket as well, and I play in a remote women's singles league, and we are fat bull, but it is open in. It's wait, now I'm trying to remember what they said. It's open in, double out, but it's got to be true double. You cannot use the bull.
Okay. Makes
So
sense. I think that's what we played last night, right, Parks?
Yeah, we played double in, double out, but it was a split ball.
Yeah. Welcome into the chat, Mr. Daniel Killian. He says, What is your favorite double out?
Double one.
You say double one.
no,
I'm ending this call.
definitely not. Definitely not. Typically it's either the double 20 or the double 16. I usually double in on the 20, double out on the 16.
Yeah, I see a lot of people doubling in on the 16. I tend to try and go double tops every time when I'm starting a game.
Yeah, that's usually where I start. If I'm really struggling on the double 20, then I'll go to the double 16. I'm left-handed, so it's really funny when I shoot the 16, I stand way over to the right. I kind of throw across the board.
A lot of the great darts players tend to be left-handed, unless your name is obviously Stephen Parks. You're just an anomaly.
Left or right-handed, I wouldn't go to great for Steve.
You can't catch a break, brother. You can't catch a break.
Well, he did say he knew me for 30 years, so.
Yeah.
You're at this point. You're
The
allowed to
good,
say
the
anything
bad,
you
and the
want to him.
ugly.
Paul Rogers in the chat saying only you can control how much you warm up, Craig. Oh, is that alluding to what I was on about before I do the stream? I just don't have the time. I would love to be able to throw for an hour before, but you've seen the stream. It takes me an hour to get it running sometimes, and then even then it doesn't work. So I always have to deal with all things behind the scenes.
Funny little story, Craig. A couple years ago, Val and her friend Speedy and I played in mixed triples in Myrtle Beach. We're all left-handed, and our team name is We're Not Right.
Love it. Double meaning. Both
Some
true.
of us were less right than others.
Yeah, we don't need to go into that, but
So
I didn't say anything
How did you
specific.
guys meet?
Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, Steve. Steve worked for Bullshooter. So he would do the Niagara Bullshooter and I would go out and play, and that's how I met Steve. And I've known Johnny just as long. So, and Johnny and Steve were good friends. So,
well,
that's kind of how it happens when you travel to a lot of tournaments. The event staff get to know you. So,
well, Val, I think even more, if I'm not wrong, as a player, we'd all go to Waterloo.
yes. Yep.
Before I even started working for Arachnid. So
that's true. Yeah, I probably have those turned around in my head. So
right. And that's back in the days of Bill Flack and
Mhm.
all those Syracuse shooters and what
Yep.
that we had a lot of mutual friends back then, and that's how we met.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, now, and what about you, Peters? Have you had the privilege of meeting Val before?
I have. I've met Val at Waterloo.
Yep.
Um, I haven't gone to Waterloo. Well, it's not even, I guess, Waterloo anymore.
No,
But
it's Oswego now.
yeah, I haven't made it up the last 2 years.
This year was the first year they did it in Oswego, and I'm going to tell you, they had two hotels. They were side by side. They shared a parking lot, and the darts was in one of them. But it was beautiful. It was right on the canal that goes into Lake Ontario, right? That's Oswego, Lake
Yeah.
Ontario. And it was just a beautiful venue. Beautiful
Everybody
venue.
said it was a lot better than
So nice.
Waterloo.
Well, it's hard sometimes to keep a dart event at the same locations, because not for nothing, some dart players aren't always as considerate. You get a
I
bunch of dart players in the
Here,
same
here.
space, they're loud, they think everybody's still up at 2, 3 in the morning.
I love the Waterloo tournament, but I will tell you, them dart players trash that building
Oh,
by the end of the weekend.
absolutely. Absolutely. I would not want to work there that weekend.
I'm an early riser, and I usually get up around 5:36 every morning, even with drinking. And
Mhm.
Oh my God, I'm
my
just going to
first
bed at
year,
that
I,
point.
I went down to the venue, and there was two guys still in the hallway, drunk, rolling around on the floor, wrestling each other. Like it gets intense there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and it's a big there's a lot of people at that event,
Mhm.
and definitely, but as tournaments tend to go, sometimes things don't start on time.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, your 9 o'clock mixed triples event isn't getting done till like 20 after 5 the next morning.
Yeah. The
And you've got to
last
be back up to play at 10.
the last year I was there, I was in mixed doubles, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the bracket was all the way in the beginning yet, and the guy fell and ripped the
I
water
saw,
fountain off the wall that was hanging there.
Mhm.
yeah, I
So
saw a tournament maybe 2, 3 months ago. It was streamed on Facebook. It was one of the bigger American dart tournaments, and that was going on at like 20 past 4 in the morning, like United
they do.
States time.
And
Mhm.
I was like, am I seeing this live? Is this right?
now I haven't been to bull shooter in a while, but bull shooters are the same way. So you'll see that probably
It was
in
probably
Myrtle.
that, yeah. But
Mhm.
I was like, that's late for me. Do you know what I mean? It was almost 10 o'clock in the morning where I was.
A lot
So
of these tournaments, you're going to go to bed for an hour and you're going to get back up
Right.
and start the whole thing over again.
ooh,
Or
So
you
you're
take a
not,
cat nap between events.
yeah. So like when you come to these tournaments like bull shooter, especially Waterloo is more of a marathon than anything. It's how many hours straight can you play darts and drink with
Exactly.
a slight little nap?
Exactly.
as I'm getting older, it's that time frame is getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. I used to be able to go 8, 9, 10 hours with drinking and throwing
Well,
darts.
8, 9, 10 hours, that's not even remotely close to
Yeah,
enough.
see,
If
I'd be
you
no
start,
good.
yeah, if you start at 10 in the morning, we're up. It's breakfast drinks at 9 in the morning.
Yep.
Oh, I couldn't think of anything
A little
worse,
aiming
fellas.
fluid, a little aiming fluid.
So
Aiming
you better
food for
you better
breakfast.
think about your Myrtle trip here, Craig, and get your
You
shit
bet- I
together.
was
Look,
gonna say, Craig, you better start preparing now.
I like a good drink, but I need to pace myself. I certainly need to pace myself.
Because let me
I
tell you,
probably need to
mimosas at
pace myself
7,
Look,
more, Craig.
shots are
I'm a
at
fast learner. I'll pick it up on the fly. That I can promise you.
Right.
We got Gusto in the chat. Welcome in, Gusto. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Matt Iceman in the chat. Welcome in, Matt. He's got a
Oh,
question for you, Val. He says, Val,
oh
do you
gosh.
enjoy Thursdays more now that you have not have? Excuse me. Let me start that again. Val, do you
I know
enjoy Thursdays
exactly
more
where
now
this is going.
now that you don't have
Now
to
that I'm
deal with
not playing
stealing
with
pods?
Parks on Thursday.
He took the words right out of my mouth.
Uh, I mean, honestly, I GRANBOARD saved me during COVID. Like, oh my gosh, I was playing like 3, 4 nights a week. And I do tend to be the person who has drinks when I'm playing darts. So I had to back off that a little bit. But when COVID got over and then I had gotten sponsored by a couple of people, I was doing a lot more of the remote events. And I honestly, I mean, I was a dedicated divas on Tuesday. I played on Thursdays in the Beauty and the Beast. If I didn't play with Steve, I played with my friend Ryan or my friend Mike. Um, and you know, I'm playing in 2 remote leagues that have to be on a G3. So that's out and about. And there are times when I sit and I go, "Oh, I should maybe play in that event tonight." But like once I'm home and I'm like I get like all settled in, I'm like, "Ugh, I just don't have the energy to play darts right now." Like I'm one of those people who once I'm home, I'm home. Like if you don't have a plan, then I don't want to do it. So,
I guess
but
you shut your mind off, and it's like that's it. I'm done for the day now.
oh yeah, yep.
All right, like
So
Dart's asking some more questions for you, Val. He says, "What do you focus on more when you're playing in big tournaments?"
in regards to games or
I don't know.
um
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading out what it says here.
no, I didn't. I guess I didn't understand what they were looking for.
Uh, let me
I
rephrase it. Hold on.
prefer. Okay.
What do you focus on when playing big tournaments? There we go.
Um, so typically I focus on I prefer cricket because you can change the game. I don't feel like you can always change a one. Like if the person you're playing against is on fire, you know what I mean? Like if you're always behind at some point. Whereas cricket you can kind of change the game. For me, it's a lot of trying not to think about how I'm throwing the dart because I do that a lot and then I'll pull to the right or left. That's incredibly frustrating. And unlike some people love being on stream. I hate being on stream. I'm literally thinking about what faces am I making? Oh my God, I just hit open round. What are people saying? I will go back and I did it once. Now I won't read the comments when I go back and watch myself. But I read comments and people are brutal and just like mean. And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
holy moly, we're
That's
all allowed a bad day.
one of the downsides of the internet. Everybody's Mike Tyson.
Oh,
Everybody and their
yes,
mother.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, Monday morning quarterback. So she should have done this. She should have done that. But you read the same thing. I'm watching, I was watching the European tour, watching Still Bunce and Adam Savada play. And people are like, did he even average blah blah blah? And somebody else was like, what was your average last time you played on TV? Like, like think about it, folks. That's a lot of pressure to be,
It is easy just to type something like that in
But
the chat and then
I
just
was
get
just
on with
gonna
your day.
say it's easy to be a keyboard warrior. Go and do it.
Right, yeah,
uh-huh.
that's the word I was looking for. Keyboard
Mhm.
warrior.
Go compete against Stowe or Adam or Val or anybody.
It's
Anybody
not
you're
just about
watching
your own
on stream.
ability. It's
There's
mind
a
games
reason
that you
why
got to
they're
have.
there.
Well, and the pressure of you're representing your country, you're on national TV, I mean it's tough.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I don't like to be on the stream. I'm super critical of myself. I can beat myself up better than anybody else in a chat can. But it's one more aspect that I have to think about beyond just throwing the dart.
So what you're saying
And
to
I've
me, Val,
learned
is
that
you're
I
going to be
have
joining the
to
stream on Tuesday.
what?
What you're saying to me is you're going to be joining our stream on Tuesday as my doubles partner for the evening.
Sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
Nobody watches my stream, so you're all right there.
Yeah,
And
I've done well on streams and I've done really bad on streams. It's just I have to stop thinking about the fact that it's being filmed. At a bull shooter regional, it usually doesn't bother me as bad. At the worlds when they have the big old like board up there and I'm like, "Oh god, that's huge." Those are the events that really bother me. But, I also have to I don't play a traditional start at the 20. I'm a 19. I start at the 19. Um, I usually have more luck with the 20 if I get some points under my belt. It's not my best number. It's getting better, but I'm a 19, 19, 18, I would say, are my two go-to numbers. So
and Johnny just joined our chat and said that's because
yay.
you're
Johnny,
mean.
how you doing?
Johnny says that's because you're mean to me sometimes.
Who? I'm mean to him?
Yeah.
I am not mean to him. That's a lie. I call BS, Johnny.
We've got quite a few questions in the chat, actually. Let's get Val on next week as well. So many comments to go through. All right. I'll tell you what, Peters, you got the chat up?
I do not.
Okay, well, Parks, I'll leave this one with you then.
Well, the only thing I see really here is Light Dart says he loves the word aiming fluid. And
Who said that?
Who's Light Darts?
Oh.
Worst person you've ever played.
Oh my God.
It's probably you, Jay, but she probably hasn't played you.
Definitely
No,
Stephen
you know
Parks.
what? I don't think that that's a fair, like, I'm not going to single anybody out. I am sure that I have been somebody's worst player they've played. Especially in my younger years, I was super competitive, pretty mouthy, if you know me. So I had to learn how to win and lose the same way. So I think everybody has the ability to be the worst person someone plays at some point. How's
That's a
that?
very diplomatic,
Pretty
but very
political, right?
accurate answer at the same time.
I honestly really can't think of anybody either that I would just like, oh my God, that was the absolute worst. I could tell you the best people I've played. I think I try to forget about the worst. I remember when I was just starting out and you knew who everybody was, but they didn't know who you were. People don't know who you are until you start beating them. And then that's when they remember your name. So, I like to think that I darts is a lot of skill, but it's a lot of mental too. So if you walk up to a line
I
and
believe
someone
so.
says, "Oh, someone I didn't want to play you yet." Well, that's 50% of my battle right there. You're already in your own head. So, and I've done it to myself with better people.
Yes.
So,
I think that's just human nature and the nature of the sport, isn't it? I guess it goes with any sport. Um, I feel the same way. I tend to play a lot worse against someone I know that's better than me. But if I
mhm.
know someone maybe under my skill level, I can relax more, feel a lot more confident, feel looser, and I can hit the target a lot better 90% of the time.
See, and
See,
I'm the
I'm
exact.
totally the opposite.
Oh,
I'm
Are
really?
you the opposite as well, Steve?
yeah.
If
I'm opposite. If
yeah,
I'm good, I know I have to bring my darts. If I'm playing Johnny Lee, I know I have to throw the best darts to have a chance to beat him, and I put that in my head. Where if I'm playing someone, that I've beaten a million times, I'm not shooting great darts because I've beaten you a million times.
I tend to play to my competition, and
Correct.
that's up and down. If I'm
That's,
playing someone
I'll tell
better,
you what, that's extremely interesting that you guys have said that. I think maybe we should ask the chat as well what they think about that. Because, yeah, I get where you guys are coming from 100%. But
The
for
the
me,
other
when
thing
I'm
is when you go to a tournament, don't ever go up to your opponent and say, "Oh, I didn't want to play you first," or.
No, I won't say that out loud. I'll be thinking it in my head.
But a lot of people do
a
though.
lot of people will say it out
You would
loud.
not believe the amount of people that will come say, "Oh man, I didn't want to get you first," and or here we go, I'm getting knocked into the losers bracket already.
Mhm.
Don't
Or
say that stuff.
remind you of like an insane darts you hit against them
Yeah,
the last time you played and you
yeah.
don't remember. You're like, "Oh, sorry about that."
All you're doing is you're giving your opponent that confidence to whoop the shit out of you
Right,
Mhm.
yeah.
up and down that venue.
Right.
Go in there, go in and shoot your darts.
Poker face, baby. Poker
Yeah.
face.
Absolutely.
Uh, Gusto saying here in the chat, Sunday's tournaments are the worst. Smelly drunks everywhere.
Oh my
Sign me
God.
up. Where
Well,
do I sign
and
up?
He's not wrong. He's
Sunday
not wrong.
darts Sunday darts are hard especially if it's a tournament that started on like a Thursday. Your arm is dead. You haven't slept enough. You probably haven't eaten well. You certainly haven't drank enough water. My knees, my hips, everything hurts. It's a lot.
And
I I lost my dad 3 years ago, but my father used to tell my brother and I, like when we would complain about like our aches and pains from darts, and he was like, "Oh my God, it's darts." And my brother was like, "Do this." like 1,000 times and tell me your arm doesn't
No,
hurt
Stephen, it
afterwards.
doesn't mean what you think it means.
No, I was throwing, Steve.
He's like, that's
Oh
easy.
my God. Right? So,
Sorry, I completely lowered the
Steve,
tone.
you're an idiot.
But yes, Gusto is right, because like when you go to these bigger tournaments, there
Mhm.
is a lot of people that don't shower properly, and
Oh my
That's me,
gosh,
Ian.
it's awful.
you can get into one of
Hygiene
these
is very
venues and
important.
There's
Um,
nothing worse than having to wait to go to the line because the person you're playing with against smells.
and that's a
Be
good
People
way.
are aware how bad
That's a
they
good
smell.
way to get into my head.
They just don't care.
I hate playing people that stink.
Here's a question to the three of you. Who's the smelliest darts player that you've had to play against?
another question I'm not going to answer. Thank you. You're really killing me here. Steve,
But you
you?
had a name that came straight to your mind, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Uh,
A
How
couple
about
of
some
them actually.
initials?
I
back
was just gonna say I
No,
had quite a
no
few that came to
initials.
my mind.
No
back
initials.
back in Rochester.
Who?
Back in Rochester, when I lived in
Oh,
Rochester, there was a gentleman that wore wooden clogs everywhere. I'm not going to mention his name, God rest his soul, but I don't think that man ever showered once in his entire lifetime.
Yikes!
you.
Don't they say that the body
You.
cleans itself after 3 weeks or something like that?
Yes.
That
Well,
is
you have.
That's what smelly people say.
I
that
don't
is not
think that's
true.
the case. I'm just saying. But no, I mean, I even Sundays is like a relaxed day, so I was like, oh, I gotta like put a face on and everything. If you saw me an hour ago, you would have laughed hysterically. Hair up on the top of my head. I was still in my jammies. Yeah, but showered, definitely showered.
Yeah. First and foremost, before you do anything, give yourself a good scrub. That goes for everyone else watching this stream. Luckily for me, I can't smell most of you, so I can't tell how you guys smell like.
Well, wait
I've
till
met
Myrtle.
Parks in the face. He
Wait.
doesn't smell bad sometimes. He's okay.
All right, so the opposite of that, so Jay says, who's the best smelling person you've ever played with?
Oh, you
Oh,
can say that.
actually, I would probably have to say Speedy because I've played darts with Speedy a long time. We've traveled together, and he always has a nice cologne or something going on. He also looks like he's 12.
I was just gonna
And this
say,
this is Speedy's like claim to fame. I wish he was watching, but I think he's camping. Um, we the very first time we traveled to Waterloo together, he drove the majority of the way. I went, don't go anywhere with Speedy without a GPS either, because he has no sense of direction. But so we get there and we go to the bar and I go, Speedy, what do you want to drink? Now, Speedy is 10 years younger than I am. But John and Steve know Speedy. Craig, he looks perpetually 12.
He
And
does.
so I said,
He does.
Speedy, what do you want to drink? And the bartender, who was 12, I'm pretty sure, said, ma'am, I'm gonna need to see your son's ID. I said, my son? I said, number one, he's only 10 years younger than I am, and he's certainly not my son. So it's just funny stories like that.
Damn.
I always tell Speedy as the nicest hair at a dart tournament.
Oh, yes. Yeah. He's
Sometimes,
always freshly groomed.
Yes.
there's a fine line between being complimented by being asked for ID at a bar and then just
Mhm.
downright insulting.
Oh,
But
we
if you,
still go places. I mean, I'm going to be 58 in September. Speedy will be 48 in August, and we still go places, and he gets ID'd.
You have to see a
I got
picture of him,
spotted a
Craig.
couple of times. What's that, mate?
Yep.
Sorry.
And then they
You
then they
you have
look
to
at
see a
me and they're like,
picture of
"Would
him
you
to
like to show us
understand.
your ID too?"
I'll
No,
have to check
don't
it out.
humor me.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Mhm.
I'll put my 2 cents in there.
Yeah, when you see a picture of him, you'll understand the whole
Oh,
thing.
I
Mhm.
carded twice in Myrtle Beach in February this year. For anyone watching the stream who doesn't know how old I am, I'm 39 years old. Um, okay, maybe I don't strictly look 39. That's up to you guys to decide. But I don't look under 21 years old. That's for sure.
Right.
There's a
Well,
lot of grey
and
hairs in this beard, and
you
twice
probably,
I got
if you
carded.
played on the grand board a lot, Speedy plays on the grand board a lot, but he plays kind of off hours because he does overnights. So he'll be on at like 9 in the morning. So like actually, you would probably be someone he'd be playing
Quite
because
possibly. Do
that's
you know what his
nighttime
ID
for you
is?
guys. Speedy.
Just Speedy. Okay,
Just Speedy. Yep.
I'll have to check it out. And I was going to ask you actually, have we ever played a game on the GRANBOARD before?
I am not sure. Like I said, I haven't been on the GRANBOARD in a while. I do have to get back to that. We
Okay.
recently moved as well, so I'm trying to get used to the new setup. I don't have a lot of room behind me the way the board is set up. So I'm not a kicker or anything like that, but I do like a little bit of room behind me. So
And for just for those that are watching, Bo Smith, Speedy's real name is Jason Burles.
yes.
Jason
Bulris,
Burles.
Bulriss. He's gonna kill me.
Bo Smith's also saying he looks 50 years old. Not a day over 49 and a half, Bo, I would say. Definitely
Who
not a
said
day
that?
over. Bo Smith, he's known as Doughboy on the GRANBOARD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Daniel Killen says, thinks he's Gonzalez's brother. Speedy. Oh, bloody.
You fell right
I
into
said
that
that out
trap.
loud. I said that out loud. I was like, what's he going on about?
You literally have to be a certain age to get that reference.
I
You
got
fell
it. I
right into
got
that
it.
Some
trap.
20-year-old's gonna be like, "Who's Gonzalez? Are you making?" They're gonna think we're saying something off.
Freaking,
As soon as you
that
said
one's
it,
on me. That one's on me. Jesus Christ, Craig. Sort yourself out. Oh
it's
my
like
God.
going up to the service center at Walmart for your missing brother.
I went offline
Right?
for a second there. All right, we're back.
Oh,
We're back.
shit.
Well, Val, listen, it's been a great chat so far. Thank you for telling us, your journey into darts and what you're doing nowadays. Hopefully, we get to meet each other in a few months' time
Absolutely.
down
I
the
love the
road.
accent. I've got to tell you, I love the accent.
It gets grating after 10-15 minutes of hanging around with me.
You're the only one, oh Val. You're the only one.
Hey,
Hey,
that's
the
not very
ladies love
nice.
it, Parks, right? The ladies love it. You zip it, right? When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut, boy.
Oh
But
my
no,
goodness.
on a serious note, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's been a blast doing the chat with you today. Stephen, thank
It
you for
really
sorting us out as
has.
well. We're
And
going to go
if
to
I can quickly thank my sponsors, because really
for
they are the
sure.
ones who make it
Absolutely.
possible. Prodigy Darts USA,
Prodigy Darts.
Badass Darts, Stingers Apparel, Black Hat Darts, and Extreme Team.
All right, there you go. Check out Val's lovely sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check that out after the stream. I'm assuming you can find most of them on, they have a Facebook page, right?
You absolutely can,
Yeah,
yes.
give them a check out on Facebook. Before we end the chat, as always, we're going to do our quick fire questions to end the chat. But if anyone in the meantime has any other questions for Val or for John or for Stephen or indeed myself, now's the time to do it. While I prepare my notes, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a great chat tonight. Thank you guys for taking the time out.
No,
Right.
thank you for inviting me.
Anytime.
And Val, not that it really matters, but you are our first female. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
That is correct. We're breaking new
You
ground,
can
ladies
only
and
go
gentlemen.
up from here then.
Well, technically, I remember you saying that to me the other day, Parks. Technically, Brandy was in the background when we interviewed Lucky Felts. Does that count? I don't think that strictly counts.
Well, Leanne, we had Leanne and Grace Darts.
Leanne and Grace Darts as well. Yeah, that was a duo, wasn't it? Mark and Leanne. So, strictly speaking, Val, you are the first lady solo guest that we've had on the chat.
Nice.
So
We
I'm
had
just
Matt
looking for
Iceman
I'm
last
just
week.
looking for the sound effects fireworks button, and it's going to be. You won't see it, but it'll be on the stream.
Oh, great.
We had Matt Iceman last week.
Are you
Oh,
calling Matt
shots
a woman?
fired.
Matt's not even. He shouldn't even be qualified as a woman. That's terrible.
Oh my goodness. Easy woman sitting here. That's one of the things I will tell you though that annoys the heck right out of me. When some guy will tell some other guy that he shot like a girl and I'm standing there and I'm usually higher average than both of them. I'm like,
Yeah,
be really
I
careful what you say.
don't understand what that means when it comes to darts.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense saying I shot like a girl when you're throwing darts, because I think
People that
girls
say
have to.
shit like that have never watched solid female dart players. That's why.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Did you watch the Cheyenne and Abby
Yes.
WCS on Monday? Holy moly. Talk about some fire.
Well, just look at dart players like Bo Greaves. I mean, she's
Oh,
absolutely smoking the men left, right, and centre.
mhm, right.
So it just goes to show you. I think darts is one of the only sports where you can have a guy and a girl, and they can, the girl can easily outshoot the guy, or vice versa. Just depends on the day, and it depends
Absolutely.
on your mentality. But without further ado, Val, these are going to be our
Okay.
quick fire questions for the chat. They're not all
Okay.
strictly based on darts. Some of them loosely based on darts. But I'll kick you off with question number one. Just tell me the first thing that pops into your mind, and we'll go with that answer.
Okay.
So, question number one: do you prefer soft tip or steel tip darts?
Soft.
Soft tip. And what is your favorite sport outside of darts?
Um, so not that I play it, but probably football.
Do you
American
mean
football.
American football.
Okay. I knew what you
Yep.
meant, but I always have to clarify.
I'm a
Just in
Cowboys
case.
fan.
Dallas
That
Cowboys,
gets
right?
Sparks going right there. I know how to crank him right up.
Fly Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Question number three: do you have a favorite walk-on song? So imagine you're down at the Worlds.
If I ever have a walk-on song, it will be Fat Bottom Girls.
By Queen.
Yes.
That's a hell of a song, to be fair. That's
You
probably one of
can't
my
tell
favorites.
from this picture, but
That's exactly why I have the camera stop here on myself.
exactly.
Awesome, yeah, that's a great song. Do you have a dream opponent, dream darts opponent?
Opponent. Um, I don't. I guess. I would. I've played against her before, but Chrissy Grimmel.
Chrissy
Love.
Grimmel.
She's
I've heard
what?
of her. I have heard of her.
That
She's amazing, and she is one of the kindest souls I've ever met.
absolutely.
Okay, there you go. Shout out to Chrissy. Next question. This is not based on darts at all. Do you prefer a sweet snack or a savory snack?
Sweet.
Sweet and favorite sweet. I guess would be the next question.
Typically, so the gummy nerds, they're like sour and they've got a hard outside.
Oh, I know which ones you mean. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they
Nerds
They're
sell them
like
over here
big,
as
Busters.
well.
yeah,
It's not like they're covered in nerds, but it's just like a jelly
yes,
sweet in them. Yeah,
yep,
Nerds Clusters.
yep.
clusters. That's the
Oh,
one.
that's
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
yeah. I usually pick them up from the airport on the way back from vacation. Um, the country that you'd most like to visit?
Probably France.
France. Okay. And in your opinion, the greatest darts player, dead or alive?
Stacy Bromberg.
Stacey.
Bromberg.
I have to
Steve
write that
knows
one
who
down.
she is.
Okay.
Stacey lost a battle with cancer, but she was probably the
Oh,
top
sorry to hear that.
United States for many, many, many years.
Wow. I'm definitely gonna have to research that as well. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but fantastic answer. It beats hearing Phil Taylor every single week. So it's nice to have some variety. Yeah, again, apologies for that. I'll make sure I check that out after the stream as well. If you can
Okay.
just send me the information, Pops, I'll look that up for sure. And my favorite question to lighten the mood a little bit. Favorite question to ask every single week without fail. Val, do you prefer the company of Stephen Parks or Mr. John Peters?
I would have to go with John Peters.
Oh,
Perfect.
I'm just kidding,
damn.
Steve. I'm just kidding.
No,
How,
I'm sorry, Val. We have to take your first answer.
how do
It's set in stone. It's set in
you
stone.
What?
how do you block someone on Facebook?
I'll teach you how to do it.
John Peters running away with this show.
Well, at least I got the
Well,
vote.
it's kind of an unfair question,
I,
honestly.
at least I got the vote over Johnny Lee.
I can
I was
change
going
it
to
for,
say Johnny Lee, but it wasn't an option.
I can change it for next week. I can say Stephen Parks or the devil. Shout out to the devil, apparently, for next
Right.
week. Next question: big night out or the Netflix and chill, Val?
Probably Netflix and chill. I typically only go out if I'm playing darts.
All right, brilliant. And do you have a favorite movie genre?
So I'm pretty much stuck in my teeny bopper years. So like I was a One Tree Hill, the OC, Beverly Hills 90210. Right now though, Yellowstone, Dutton Ranch, US Marshals.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard of Yellowstone. I think that's on Netflix over here. I
Mhm.
haven't had a chance to check it out yet. And I used to watch some Beverly Hills 90210 back when I was a kid. I know they rebooted that not long ago, right? I don't know if it's the same cast or it's a whole new
I'm
cast or
not
what.
sure.
So I think yeah, about 2, 3 years back. And finally, for you, Val, the last question: your favorite dart tournament to be a part of and or watch?
So to be a part of, I would have to really lean towards the Booyah Cup. A couple of reasons. A, it was my first time there. It was excellently run, and it's also my nickname. It's also my dark nickname. Uh, and I can watch anything PDC whenever it's on. Just the darts are amazing. Watching Johnny Clayton, I mean, unfortunately, it didn't go for the way we wanted to for Stowe and Adam, but Johnny Clayton didn't have just one, but two 141 outs. So in the same match. So he played excellent.
Yeah, Johnny Clayton player.
Yep.
He's Welsh, right? Johnny Clayton.
hmm
Yeah, he's a good darts player. They're doing. Are they still in the world at the minute?
The finals are tonight, I believe.
Okay.
Or they're probably
It might
going
be on
on
now.
right now.
Yeah, I think it's going
Yeah,
on
they're
right
on
now.
right now. It was
All right.
supposed to start at 1.
Paul says he sent me a link about Stacey. Thank you, Paul. I'll make sure I check that out after the stream. But we are coming to the end of the Fatality Games live studio chat. I want to thank my co-hosts again, Stephen Parks, John Peters, and our special guest Val for this evening. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Stephen, if you would like to take the reins, or John, and do the closing remarks.
First of all, I still can't believe I lost that again. Thanks, Val.
Thank you,
You
Val.
knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
I know the truth though, so
Yes, right.
We all
uh,
lie to ourselves, Sparks.
so Val, again, thank you for your time. I know you're with your mom and whatnot, but
Actually, I stayed. I called my mom and I said, I'm going to do the interview from here and I'll be right up afterwards. So as soon as I get done here, I'm racing up to my mom's for dinner. So,
all right. So take a few minutes, give a shout out to anyone and everyone that you'd like to, except for John Peters.
uh, you know, honestly, there's so many people I could definitely shout out to, but I honestly have to thank my family. I travel more than most, and they're always really, really good about that. And I have to thank my normal travel people, Jason Bulris, Speedy, Kalika Chris, Jesse Stonalka, sorry, just said her name wrong. She'll love that. And Brian Air. They they're the people I travel with. They're the ones who keep me comfortable. I have really bad situational anxiety when I'm away from home, so they keep me grounded.
Yep.
So,
And we'll definitely see you in November.
yes.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
until
For sure.
then,
I'm I'm
may they fly straight.
I'm gonna.
Absolutely.
I think, John, if I'm not mistaken, if you're driving, you're bringing the American dartboard with you.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. We get to try that out for the first time.
I will have it with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Looking
never
forward to it.
played that either.
So, just between us and anyone else who may be watching right now, Daniel Killian from California is coming to join me here in Leicester in about 3.5 weeks' time, maybe a little bit less than that. First weekend of July. And once he goes back to the States and after he's been over here, then I'm going to start looking at flights over to Myrtle Beach and trying to get something set in stone. So once that's out of the
Nice.
way, then we'll be looking at heading back out over that way again. But other than that, I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for the chat, ladies and gents. I'll
Thanks,
be live
Val.
this Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. UK time, 4:30 Eastern for our GRANBOARD double stream, and then Friday will be the last Beat the Brits part 4 of 4 on the GRANBOARD as well. If you want to come and hang out and maybe win yourself some prizes.
Perfect.
My name's been Craig. That is John. This is Stephen, and this is Val. Everybody have a great night and enjoy the rest of your day.
And rumor has it, John and I might be pairing up to give some dart lessons here in a couple hours.
Okay.
Incredibly cheap
I'll
dart
keep that in
lessons.
mind.
Very, very cheap.
Thank you guys.
You're
All the
welcome.
love.
Have a
Appreciate it.
great night. Take care. Much love.
You
Bye,
too.
guys.
Bye bye.